Hey everyone, welcome to our Tides of Wildemount episode 4. This is our live stream set in the world of Critical Role. I want to welcome you. We'll go through some quick announcements first before we jump into all of the action. Super pumped. First of all, I want to thank Dungeons & Dragons for creating this incredible game that we all love and enjoy. I want to thank our title sponsor, Syrinscape. Syrinscape is an online player. You can check them out at www.syrinscape.com/RealmSmith. You can find everything that you need there to run your TTRPG and add some ambiance and some sound effects to them. If you enter RealmSmith into the search bar, you'll find all of the sound sets that we've created specifically for Syrinscape, including everything that we created for Into the Mist, which is the last campaign that we ran. Want to welcome our new title sponsor, Hero Forge. They have done incredible things with their custom miniature builder online, including full-color printable miniatures. You can check them out at heroforge.com. All of the initiative counters that we have up here are Hero Forge, as well as all of our player miniatures that we use for RealmSmith and for all of our streams are all Hero Forge. We love those guys and we thank them for their support. Without them, we couldn't do what we do. So we thank our title sponsors. All of our product sponsor, WizKids, for a lot of the minis that we use. Dwarven Forge for a lot of the terrain. In fact, we're using Caverns Deep tonight. Mithril Armory is sponsoring our natural 20s. Every time a natural 20 will roll or gets rolled, you will see this. Tim, you can hit that. There it is. And you can check them out at stoneheart.ca. That is their incredible new jewelry-esque dice sets that they are releasing, or sorry, D20s that they are releasing in February. You can get all the information at stoneheart.ca. Want to thank Beetle and Grimm. They are sponsoring our new effort to grow our channel. If you help us support and grow our channel, we will enter you to win incredible products from Beetle and Grimm. The first one, when we hit 7,500 followers, is the silver edition of Rime of the Frost Maiden. At 10,000 followers, we're drawing for a Curse of Strahd Legendary Edition, and then at 15,000, we will be drawing for Rime of the Frost Maiden. That is a Platinum Edition. Help us get to 7,500. When you follow us today, this little guy will blink purple. If you subscribe, it'll blink blue, and that's to let us know that you guys are here, and we want to thank you for your ongoing support. And then D&D Beyond is our official Powered By sponsor, and if you enter Frost Maiden, all one word, FROSTMAIDEN, into the chat on our Twitch channel. That is twitch.tv/RealmSmith. While you're watching the stream, you will be entered to win a digital copy of Rime of the Frost Maiden for your D&D Beyond experience. Enter more than once and you will be disqualified, so only one entry per person, please. Our official charity of the season is the Critical Role Foundation. They've given us this incredible world that we play in, and so we want to give back to their beloved initiatives and charities. And so head to critroll.com/foundation. And then if you do donate, let us know so that we know that our community is making a difference for the Critical Role community and for the incredible charities that they have and that they support. If you want to join our roleplay Discord server, you can do that. All the information is in the chat. The Smith Guardians will continue to post that throughout our session tonight. All you have to do is subscribe at Tier 1, Tier 2, or Tier 3 on our Twitch channel, and you will be entered, and it gives you different perks for every level of subscription. And then there's a whole guide that explains how you roleplay on our server, including live sessions run by our Smith Guardians over Zoom. And the incredible thing is the narrative from our Discord and from our live stream run in parallel so that sometimes they intersect. And it is truly an immersive, interactive experience with our community, and we love it. And you can check that out on our Discord. I want to thank our Smith Guardians. They're our moderators. They're our quest givers. They're the ones that run the Discord. We want to say a huge shout out to them and a thank you to them. And you can chat with them and get to know them on our Discord. We do have merch. Below the Twitch window, we have a ton of stuff that you can buy to help to support the what we do. And if you like what we do, it helps to kind of do something. And then we give back. Right now, I'm wearing my Dungeon Master shirt from Into the Mist. Let us venture into the mist. And you can find all kinds of things for both Tides of Wildemount and Into the Mist on our merch store on just below the video. You can click through there. Tomorrow night, behind the screen, I'm waiting for a shipment from WizKids. It was delayed, but hopefully it will arrive before tomorrow. I'm going to unbox some things from WizKids from their latest wave of awesome product. And we'll do a Q&A about tonight's session. And we talk. That's your opportunity to kind of ask me the questions about what I was thinking while certain things happen. You get a behind-the-scenes look at everything that we do here at RealmSmith. Player's Table on Thursday night with Joel Auge. That is your opportunity to kind of get a player's perspective. Joel goes through some of the funny clips, some of the impactful clips that happen in the episode prior, and it's always a really great time. And then if you like what you saw tonight, please consider following and sharing and spreading the word about our awesome little corner of the internet. And without further ado, here we go. Let's jump in. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Let's say hi to the cast this evening. Glad to have all you guys. Welcome again for another episode of Tides of Wildemount. Tonight, Christina is not going to be with us again, unfortunately, just before the stream. She fell and hurt her wrist, and she is currently at the hospital getting x-rays. So we sent her all the well wishes and hope that she could be back next week. So I will be...
She was rolling too well, so we had to do something to her wrist. No.
Don't you dare.
Oh, no. So it has begun. Also, tonight we have Tim producing for us. Julian is at work, and Tim was able to jump in and do that for us. So we want to thank, huge shout out to Tim. Tim, for all of you that don't know, Tim is behind the scenes. He does a lot of the financial stuff and operation stuff here at RealmSmith. And so we just want to say a huge thank you to him for doing a lot of the thankless work that he does in the background. And appreciate that. All right. Last we left you guys, you had descended into the caverns below Darktoe, escaping the Revelry by a hair, and seemingly creating some distance between you and them. They, of course, are chasing you because they want the Oracle, who is currently in your group and you are leading, to a unknown but understood destination somewhere in the mountains east of the Menagerie Coast. You understand that she does have some answers which you are looking for, and she has assured you that your quest and your future and your destiny lie just past the crest of the mountain. You are now currently being led by Jana through the Underdark below Darktone. You've noticed that these caverns have now kind of turned from just natural crags and tunnels into almost a different world as sorts. You've seen bits of lichen and moss and effervescent misty areas, and you have now come to a cavern which is about 30 to 40 feet wide, and it is covered by glowing yellow quartz, casting a slight glow, and you do feel that there is a interesting aura, almost like a fog that covers or surrounds this cavern, and you understand that to be Fairzris. Jana explained that it is a interesting kind of magical essence that oftentimes the Drow use to protect their settlements. Knowing that, you have decided to take camp in this cavern, and Bolt casting bonfire every minute or so until you all eventually fall into slumber after a long day of treading through the Underdark. If we can get a look at the map here, I have Jana nicely kind of lying here by the fire. If I can get all of you to give me where you want to camp. So we have an exit over here. This is where the kind of leads out. This is where you came in. Let's start with Bolt. Bolt, where would you like to be?
I'll be snoozing at the top of, I see a kind of little plateau thing
Back
next
here?
to the fire. No, there, yeah.
Okay.
That looks good to me.
Okay, all right. Let's put Bolt like that. All right, Plunk?
Yeah, I would love to be near where Bolt is.
Yeah.
And if you could take my Hero Forge mini and use my prone Hero Forge mini, because it's kind of like
I
you don't have him?
any yet, Joel. We're still
I thought
ordering
he
those
was
and
already.
painting them. No, we have them for Into the Mist. We don't have them here. But they're
okay,
coming.
sorry.
They're coming.
So my Plunkrawk Hero Forge mini,
Yeah.
I'd like to put him behind Bolt, more towards the wall.
Back here?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay. Bacalhau.
Yes. What is off to your left?
Off to
It
my
looks like there's a big opening out there.
back here?
No,
here?
on the opposite side of the fire from Jana.
Here.
Yeah. Is that closed off?
It's all closed off here. This is rock wall.
Okay. I'd like to be on from where you're sitting on the opposite side of the fire. Which side did we come from? The side
Like right there?
closest to you, or the closest to the
You
camera?
came in this. So you came in this way. I think I said. Did I say
Okay.
that? And the exit is here.
So I would like to have come in and gone just to the right. So on the side with the rest of the party, but the other one. Yes.
Over
You
here
are in
somewhere.
my head, sir.
Okay. And
Yeah.
Yanil is going to be on this little
Yeah.
spot here, closest
Goes
to
without
you.
saying.
And then finally, Noura, Cyra.
I would like to be towards the exit, but away from immediate sight, because on my watch, I want to check if anybody's coming from that direction.
Okay. All right. Gaziel will be over kind of here, kind of in the center by the exit, and then Snow.
As far as I know, I'm on watch with
Yes.
Jana.
Yes. So Jana is currently standing or sitting on the edge of this rock. Where do you want to be?
I guess I'll try to get more coverage, and maybe I'll be near Bacalhau.
So kind of on this side of the fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll have the echo out doing something by the fire, but yeah.
Okay. You will have the echo out. And where do you want your echo?
Just beside the fire. Just an extra pair of
That is now
ears.
your echo.
Cool.
And the fire goes out because Bolt is now snoozing. As you all snooze and are currently asleep, Jana, catches something with her dark vision coming out of a crevice as she sees tentacles begin to curl around the edge of a crevice across the way, close to where Bacalhau is lying. At this time, I would like you all please to roll initiative.
Oh,
Man.
Starting with Snow.
7.
Plunk.
yeah, that is a. Sorry, I'm just gonna get that +4. That's a 14 for me.
Bolt.
17.
Bacalhau.
So 15.
15. Okay. Cyra.
Very intimidating 3.
3. Very good. Very good. All right. Snow, kind of as you're sitting in the silence, you hear the distant drip. You do feel the effervescent nature of this kind of presence in this room. It kind of tingles across your fur. And it almost heightens your awareness a touch. But also somewhat distracting as well. So you're feeling everything a bit more, but the feeling of this presence on your fur is almost like static. It's almost kind of clogging your ability to feel in this moment. And then you hear Jana say, "Snow, there is something here."
What kind of something?
Straight ahead, coming out of the wall. And you hear the sound of a bolt get loosed from her hand crossbow.
Sorry.
As she says, loudly, but not too loudly, "Everyone, get up!" And at this point, I'd like everyone to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Why that one?
Because that's the one you need.
8.
Bolt.
8.
Okay. Plunk.
19.
Okay. Plunk, you wake up to the sound of Yana's voice. Cyra,
18.
you also start to come out of it. Gaziel does not. Bacalhau,
14.
you also start to come out of it as well. Yanil doesn't seem to be. You can't act just now. It is Gaziel's turn. She is still sleeping. Bolt, sorry, what did you roll?
An 8.
An 8. So you are still currently sleeping. You cannot do anything. Bacalhau, you hear a voice say, "Everyone, get up!" And as you kind of open your eyes, you see Jana. Do you have dark vision?
No,
You do not.
I can't see.
It is.
anything.
There is a dim yellow glow through this, and you see Jana holding a crossbow in the direction of, like, over your shoulder, almost at you, but to the right. Give me an insight check.
Oh, good. 25.
25.
Yeah.
Wow. You
I'm
absolutely.
+6.
Yeah, you absolutely know or recognize that she is not going for your head. She is not interested in attacking you. And as you do, she looses a bolt. She loosed a bolt past you and into the wall to your left. As you look, I'd like you to give me a perception check, please.
22.
Okay, with a 22, you absolutely see these large tentacles climbing their way out of the crevice just to your left. What do you do?
I will use Acid Splash very quickly and panicky.
Okay, you're going to stand up, I
towards the
assume?
creature. Yes.
Okay, you stand up, you
I
turn,
leap.
and you point your hand using Acid Splash in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which is not. It's not much. It's just a 1d6. I rolled a 3. Oh, it needs a dexterity saving throw too. It's not very good, but it's a little bit of a panic at this point.
okay, what's the DC on the dexterity saving throw?
13.
Okay, it passes. And as the acid, I'm assuming acid projects from
Yeah, I hurl a bubble of acid.
Yeah, so as that bubble
it's a
kind of
bubble.
splashes, it moves its tentacles out of the way.
Okay. And then I will call to Yanil. Yanil, get up! Get up!
Okay, and you're just calling to her at this point?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Plunk, you're up.
Have I any movement?
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
I'm not going to move too far away from Yanil, but I will back up about 5 to 10 feet.
Okay, which direction?
Back. So towards Bolt, who's sleeping there?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so on this side?
Yeah.
Snow's kind of in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Plunk, you
Okay,
are
so-
up. You've heard the voice, and you kind of stand up, or you sit up, and are looking kind of at the current scenario. What do you do?
Do I perceive that there's anything
Give me a perception
in that
check.
direction? Yep. That is a 17.
With the 17, you absolutely see there's movement in the crevice across the way. Currently, dim yellow light in here, and you absolutely see across that there is movement coming out of the crevice, and it looks like 2 tentacles, which are shifting, almost camouflaging with the rock. Sorry, Bacalhau, can you roll me a d20, please?
Oh. That's a nat 1. Not sure what this is for.
Dear. That is not what you wanted to roll.
Too late to lie?
Yes. It is. Absolutely too late to lie. I'd like you to roll me a D100, please.
Oh, what?
I'm afraid my percentile dice have been away since I bought them.
You own a dice company, Dave.
Yeah, we don't make a spinner with 100 sides.
Yet.
It's a 63.
Okay.
I'm guessing I wanted middle of the road on that roll.
So, as this bubble of acid flies out and it kind of splashes on the wall, all of a sudden, you accidentally cast Fog Cloud, which creates a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range. And it's centered currently on you. The sphere spreads around corners, and its area is heavily obscured. It lasts for the duration or until a wind of moderate or greater speed disperses it. So
What's the length?
20-foot radius. So 40
That's
feet.
like
How
the whole-
long will it be there?
It lasts for an hour.
What?
Is it concentration? Or is it just there?
It does say concentration, actually. So
Has it been more? Can I ask you? Has it been more than an hour since we fought this thing? Yeah, it has. It's been like a day of walking through the caverns, right?
yes, it has been a day.
Jason seems like he's really like bent on getting back to Into the Mist soon. Like this is gonna be a TPK.
I don't have a 20-foot
Can I add
radius
fog cloud to my list of spells
sphere,
now?
but anyways, basically, out to here, and everyone surrounding Bacalhau right now is heavily obscured.
Oh, good. We're safe now.
And you're obviously confused, but you sense that the presence of this, whatever it is in the room, this Fairsris, is affecting magical ability.
Huh.
Okay. Plunk, you're up. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, did you see? And then I point in the direction on the wall.
Yeah, and as
then-
you do that, this fog cloud kind of obscures the view. You see it just for a moment as the fog cloud kind of rolls out in front.
Okay, and then I just yell out, Bacalhau! And because I could, assuming that he's the dude, it's coming from him, right?
Yeah, and you are now obscured too in this cloud. It kind of rolls over
Okay.
you.
I'm just
I
gonna
didn't mean to.
stop, drop, and roll.
Okay, and where do you want to go?
Yeah, let me roll in the direction of the hall.
Okay.
If I can still kind of ponder the direction or properly understand which direction that was.
Okay, so you come on the other side of this feature here, and now you can see the crevice. You've moved now 5, 10, 15 feet.
Okay.
Which is all you can move because now you've stood up from sleeping. Okay. You still have an action. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm going to. Can I hold an action, Jay?
You can ready an action. Yep.
Okay. If I see the enemy show itself again, I'm going to ready a dagger attack.
Okay.
And psychic blades, which is not a bonus action. It's just a. I think is it a. Yeah, it's just added to an attack.
Okay, and how many times can you do that a day?
I can only do it once in a day.
Okay.
Once in a round.
Once a round. Okay.
Yeah, you can also do so once per round on your turn.
Okay, cool. All right. All right. All of a sudden, this thing begins to almost like pour itself out of this crevice. And it's what looks to be an octopus that is shifting in and out of camouflage with the rock. This giant octopus, tentacles flailing out in front as it kind of pours out. So as it comes out, Plunk, you can attack.
Okay. That will be what my attack is. Okay, so I'll attack with my dagger. That is that's a 25 to hit.
That is a hit.
And with psychic blades, that's my attack plus. So 1d4 plus 3 plus 2d6. So sorry. There. 3, 6, and then 3, and then 4. So 10, 16 points of damage all told.
Whew. Nicely done. As your dagger crosses the way, and what does psychic blades do? It also causes psychic damage as well.
It says, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend 1 use of Bardic Inspiration. So I'll use up my Bardic Inspiration and deal an extra 2d6 psychic damage to that target.
All right, and this, as your dagger hits it, this octopus shifts in and out of colors and then settles back into stone color as obviously you've racked its brain with psychic energy. Snow, you're up. Cyra, you're on deck.
All right, so I'm right beside it right now, right?
You are. You're 5 feet from. Sorry, it still has its turn. I apologize. It didn't get its turn, and you are currently obscured. As is it. So it is going to step out of the cloud, and it swipes at your echo, and your echo goes away.
Okay.
And it is currently standing outside of the cloud. Cyra, you are sleeping, but now you hear combat. I'd like you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
But I passed my con.
Oh, did you? Sorry, what did you roll?
Yeah.
I apologize.
I rolled a 17.
You did, yep.
Plus whatever.
My bad, sorry. You are currently awake, still prone on your bedroll, and you see what has transpired since you woke.
Okay. So I would like to get up.
Yep. It's half your movement.
And I would like to cast Toll the Dead on it.
Okay. What's the range on Toll the Dead?
60 feet.
Okay. And can you, once you've, I'm assuming it has to do a saving throw?
Yeah, wisdom save.
It rolled an 18.
Oh. That's good for you.
Does it take any damage?
It does not.
It's good for it, Noura. It, not me. It. I am not against you. I'd like you to roll a D100 though, please.
Oh, great. No, I love this for me. Hold on.
Oh, D20. Sorry, D20 first.
Oh, D20. Okay.
Yeah, first, yeah.
I rolled a 19 on the die.
Okay. You are okay. All right.
Is everybody else awake at this point?
Everyone, you see everyone is up except for Bolt is still, and Gaziel are still sleeping.
Okay, but I used my action to get up, right?
No, you used half your movement, so you still have half movement, but you've used action to cast.
If that's Gaziel next to me, can I just stand in front of her so she doesn't needlessly take damage after with not even being awake yet.
Sure, you want what, sorry? You want to wake her?
I want to kind of like shield Gaziel.
Okay. Okay, so you kind of stand up on this area, and that is your movement. So you're in front of her. Okay. Did I pass you, Snow? I passed you.
Yeah, because the creature had to take its turn.
Go ahead.
All right. So I'm going to drop an echo next to the creature.
Okay.
And I'm going to move up beside it as well.
Okay. So you kind of charge out of the fog cloud. You charge out. That's 5, 10. Oh man, it's a 20-foot radius. I said.
Yeah.
So would it affect me anyway?
No, but it affects the creature.
Okay.
I just want to know if you're still in the cloud.
Been uploaded to the cloud.
Yes, you are currently still within the fog cloud, and you can sense that the creature is in front of you. You know that your echo is to the right of you, and you've kind of closed in on that creature.
Okay. I'm going to attack it myself, and I'm going to unleash an incarnation so that my echo can attack it as well.
Okay.
So that is going to be actually just 2 attacks on that. Okay. All right, that's a 24 and a 9.
24 hits.
Yeah. Had a feeling on that. It's full damage on that hit. That's about 9 points.
Okay. All right. And as you swing out from the fog cloud, the creature obviously is aware of your presence right beside it, but it didn't quite see you coming as you kind of cut through this kind of thick, leathery skin that it has.
So I'm going to action surge and unleash on incarnation again.
Okay.
So that is a 19 and a 23.
Those are hits. Wow.
Okay, and that's 8 and 7. That's a total of 15 additional damage from the attacks.
Woo!
Yeah.
And as you start to basically just both you and your echo dig your scimitars in, all of a sudden it starts to kind of writhe, and black kind of blood begins to splatter across the cavern walls as it's not doing well at all. Okay. Bolt, can I get another con save from you, please?
12.
Okay, with a 12, you absolutely now wake up to the sounds of combat around you. As you look up, you see nothing because you are currently in a fog cloud.
You're welcome.
What's going on? What? I'm because I can't see anything. I'm just gonna cast create bonfire right in front of me.
Which direction?
On like the next step down from the thing I'm on.
Okay, I'm gonna because because you don't necessarily know where you are. Roll me a d8, please.
Okay.
Smell like cooking turtle out there.
It's an 8.
It's an 8. Okay, so you basically create a bonfire right behind you, and you can kind of see it flickering through the cloud behind you because you're right. You can feel the heat from it, but it doesn't do much to illuminate the area. But you are very aware of its presence right behind you.
What's going on? Hello? Anyone?
You can respond. You hear him, Bacalhau.
Sorry, I think I might have done something wrong.
And you realize that Bacalhau's right in front of you.
I'll reach out and touch him. Hello?
The monster's here. He's after us.
Monster? What monster?
Bacalhau, you're up. Plunk, you're on deck.
The one from the water. I'm going to move towards Yanil to
Okay.
see how she's doing.
Okay, so you move over.
Like, is she awake?
You move over, and she is awake. You can hear her voice, and she says, "What is happening?"
Sorry, something went wrong. We're being attacked, though.
And so you do get the sense that your concentration is causing this cloud, so you can decide to either disperse it or continue it.
So I can just turn it off?
Yeah. I'm going to say with a bonus action.
I'm going to go ahead and turn it off.
Okay. The cloud dissipates, and you look around you and you see what has transpired.
Okay, and I see the little monster there.
Yeah.
And I'm within... how far is this? 15. That's a 15-foot cone from me. Okay, I'd like to get close enough that I can cast Burning Hands on it, but not kill Snow.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Right here would allow you to
right
cast
in front
it.
of it. Yeah, that's perfect. Thanks, Jay.
That's the only place that you could cast it without hitting Snow or his echo.
Okay,
yeah, let's
hit
just
my echo.
let's just go for it.
Basically, like
Sure,
like that.
Yeah, that's what I want. Right in front of it. Perfect. Thanks, Jay.
No problem.
And I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Burning Hands. And
All right.
to use the famous line, I'll say, "Leave my friends alone," and I'll
Okay.
light them up. So it's a Dex 13 saving throw.
Meets it, beats it. Does it get any half damage or anything?
Yeah. It will take half the damage, which will be 6.
All right. You can tell that its kind of slimy hide is protecting it from some of that fire, but it has taken severe amounts of damage, and you can see like massive scorch marks now on its face. Plunk, you're up.
Can I, with my head, after I burn it, nod towards Jana?
Like to
Just
the
a little-
creature?
Yeah.
Like
What are you doing attacking us?
Back before. Okay.
And
So
that's it.
what are you trying to tell it? You're trying to tell it attack Jana instead?
Yeah, like leave us alone. She's not one of us.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
With the nod of my head.
Yeah.
So nice
17.
last season.
Okay. All right. You don't get that the giant octopus gets your drift quite.
Yeah, they don't use the same gestures.
No, Plunk, you're up.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Dissonant Whisper. And just so everyone knows, this is what it says for Dissonant Whisper, so I'm actually going to do this. You whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear. Okay?
Okay. And what's the range on Dissonant Whispers?
Dissonant is 60 feet.
Okay.
Okay, so, you are my fire, my one desire. Believe when I say that I want you to go away.
Okay. It
Into
has
his
a
mind.
It has. Sorry. So it only hears it, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And what's the save?
3d6 Wisdom 14.
It fails.
Cool. So that is 6, 4, 10 total, 15 damage.
Okay. With that, you see, or you sense Snow, and Bacalhau in front of you, you see that the creature starts to tremble and rock. Its head kind of peers backwards, and then it slumps down, motionless, in front of you.
Of course it did. Who wouldn't die?
What do you all do?
You saying it to death?
Does anyone know that I did this?
It says only one creature can see.
I'm going to take my quarterstaff and poke it a little and say, I did it. I didn't think the fire did it, but it did it.
It is not moving. And you imagine it is now a very dead octopus.
Does anyone know if this is edible? Does it look delicious?
How does it smell since I burnt it?
Like cooked octopus.
Yum.
I mean, should be good, but
Not
what
bad.
would we need to check this out?
Nature check. Yes.
I could check for you to see. I've destroyed lots of these people before in my past, let's say. So let's see if they're edible. I rolled a dirty 20.
Okay.
Nice.
So with the dirty 20, as you approach Cyra and you kind of look at it, you poke at it a little bit. It looks like a regular octopus. It's obviously a little different than the ones that are sea-bound. You've seen some of them in your travels. You've eaten octopus back in Marquette. So, you imagine that it's large. So sometimes larger creatures are a bit more kind of mature and a bit tougher. But you imagine that it would just be octopus.
So listen, guys, this, it's fine. It's going to be a little chewy. And I didn't pack any seasoning with me in my backpack, which I usually do, but I haven't this time. I don't know if you have any. It's good. It's fair game.
I could help.
It's a little chewy.
But can we get a bonfire here, please?
No. It's already cooked. You don't want to cook it anymore. It's going to get chewier. Like, believe me, I know from experience. But, it's edible. And I don't want, I am not a person that wants to waste food. And we're here. I'm down. Okay. I'm game. I'm just saying I don't have any salt or any spices.
I can use prestidigitation to make it a little tastier.
Oh, I mean, can you tenderize it a little bit though? Because it's gonna be
yes. And then I take my quarterstaff and I'll just start beating it.
Okay.
And then
use my mage hand to just kind of massage the tentacles.
And I have a knife that I can cut out pieces and then use prestidigitation to flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material. I guess that's non-living.
Okay.
Why would you want to flavor a living thing? I don't know.
Okay.
And just for
if you want to marinate it, yeah.
Before it's dead?
Sure.
Just for fun, Jay?
Yeah.
Don't judge me.
I see Bacalhau using prestidigitation, and just because, I want to, I'm going to cast prestidigitation, but when I do it, I want it to release a musical chord whenever someone chews the food. So it's not only going to taste good, but it's going to sound good.
So you want a sensory effect like musical notes.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you want every time somebody chews this thing to okay. So you're all quite tired because you woke up in the middle of the night, and now you've you're also somewhat hungry. After a day, I'd like you all to take a day of rations off, please, from your equipment. You do know that yes, although you scorched the front of it, those parts may be edible, but you all kind of come to the understanding that you'll probably have to cook the rest of it a bit more because the kind of the back, 3/4 of it are still raw.
I got the bonfire.
Okay. Bonfire goes up. Only lasts a minute, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you continue to cast bonfires to cook this creature.
I'll still use Mage Hand to tenderize the raw bits.
Okay, I like it. All right, so Gaziel goes back to sleep.
Hand.
As she's not interested in eating octopus. No, she woke up briefly and then she went back to sleep. She's like, oh, I slept on my wrist wrong. I need to. I'm gonna go back to bed and get some rest. And the rest of you, okay, so imagine over the next half hour or so, you manage to tenderize and cook this octopus to a point where it actually tastes quite good. You've only had dry rations up to this point, so with Bacalhau's spices and the prestidigitation, you're able to bring it to a point where you're happy with the consistency and taste of this octopus. You all each kind of take a tentacle, and I'm going to say that you can eat it now, and then it will last you kind of for 1 day of rations. So for the next day, it'll add a day of rations to your
Maybe
list.
we could dry it for some squid jerky.
Sure.
That's a thing.
Oof. Sounds like tires.
No, it's good.
All right.
I don't
It's
think
Musically delicious.
And
I don't
every
think we've
time
ever
somebody
eaten-
bites into it, what does it sound like, Plunk?
It just sounds like chords in the key of G. Just different chords in the key of G.
Okay.
Which chord do I
That's
get?
so bright and cheerful.
You're
Are those
all
when we bite or when we chew?
Yeah, you're all very confused every time you kind of take a bite out of this thing, and then as you do, you can hear Plunkrawk snickering in the corner, and you catch on quite quickly that it's a joke. All right, you all, I'm assuming, finish up. Belly's somewhat full. You all go back to sleep.
Hey, can I ask? Like, I'm confused as to what happened. And I want to apologize to the group. So sorry, I don't understand what happened when I tried to cast the magic. I made the cloud.
You didn't do that on purpose?
No,
Yes,
I
you're
tried to
saying
use
that was
fast
you.
slash.
You caused
Well,
the-
yes.
Jana
I
says
think
it's the Fezris.
the what?
Causes weird effects with the magic.
Does that always happen around here?
Just in this area. For now.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Yes, no more magic. And at this point, you all kind of rest back and go to sleep. You all go through your watches. Nothing else of note happens throughout the evening. And the fire goes out, and you wake the next morning just fine. I would like you all, please, to make charisma saving throws, please.
Do we get our long rests before this saving throw?
Yes, you all get long rests.
Thank you for the ask,
or
Dave.
after?
And I'd like you to all give me charisma saving throws, please. Anyone?
24.
Yeah, it's
I'm
24.
charismatic.
Snow?
2.
Oh. Plunk?
Yep, I rolled a 21.
Bacalhau?
At a 5?
A 5? Okay.
5?
Yeah. And Bolt?
A dirty 20.
All right. The 5 and the 2, both Snow and Bacalhau. I would like you all, you two, to roll a percentile die for me, please.
Feeling that I might have something coming on. Is this a situation where I can use my chronal shift?
What does Chronal Shift say as to what it can be used for?
As a reaction, after you make an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can force the creature to re-roll, or I can make a re-roll, and I have to use the result.
Yeah, so it's not a creature forcing you to do this. It's an effect.
So it says, after you or a creature you can see makes an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. So if we sum that up, after I make a saving throw.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, that's interesting because this is an effect that's happened over because of being within the Underdark. So prolonged exposure. So it's not being triggered by something that's time based. So I'm going to say that Chronal Shift does not. Oh, that's weird.
I will respect your ruling, DM.
Because again, it
Tried to
wasn't.
tell me already, so.
What does it say? What amount of time you can use Chronal Shift to kind of go back or anything like that? Doesn't give any interesting. It does say saving throw though.
Yep.
It does say saving throw. Okay, you know what? I'm going to allow it. Okay, so roll again then, please.
And this is a con save.
Yep. Charisma save.
19.
Okay. Then you are fine. Okay, but still roll me the D100.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Snow, what was your roll on the D100?
An 8.
An 8.
got a 99.
Something good, something good. No whammies, no whammies.
You wake after terrible dreams, nightmares, screams from the darkness, you running endlessly through the caverns of the Underdark, chased by some unseen, unknown creature that feels like it's always just at your back, gnawing and scraping. You wake up and you are paralyzed, cannot move. And all of you kind of notice this as you all start to kind of get up and do your thing and realize Snow has not yet moved, but his eyes wide and the grayed out pupils moving kind of side to side. Obvious that
He
he's
can't
not
speak
able
either, right?
to move.
Can I do like a Princess Bride speak where it's like, oh, just give me water?
No, no, you cannot.
Okay.
And what was yours, Bacalhau?
99.
99. You
That'd be near
wake,
the list.
and all of a sudden, the room starts to go dark, and you start to feel faint. And you feel yourself falling into unconsciousness. And as you are, your chrono shift triggers, and you're able to kind of set your mind and go back to the moment of where you were waking, kind of calm your nerves, almost like you were having a panic attack. And you come back and you're able to settle kind of your mind to the point where you were no longer beset by the effect.
Okay.
Um,
And I'll just shake my head and, oh, that was weird.
That is one use of Chrono Shift.
I've got a DM question for you.
Yeah.
So Manifest Echo does not give components for how it is done. So I don't know if it's done through speaking or movement or what. Does it make sense that it's something that could be triggered mentally? Is it something that I could still do?
You're just incapacitated and can't move or speak. So if you manifest an echo using your mind, like what does it doesn't take an action? Is it a bonus action or a reaction?
It's a bonus action, but there's no description as to exactly how an echo is manifested.
Yeah. So I'm going to say that you can manifest your echo. Sure.
Mentally?
Yeah.
Okay. So is it
just
okay if
hope
I have
that he
them carry
talks.
me?
Okay, so you manifest your echo, and you see that an echo manifests beside Snow, and as you're all kind of starting to gather around, the echo picks Snow up under the underarms and kind of drags him to his feet and holds him.
Can he don my armor for me first?
Am I able to use Mind Link to ask Snow, to talk to Snow at this point?
Absolutely.
Okay. Snow, are you okay?
We're feeling stiff as a board.
So you can hear me and you can answer?
In my mind, yes. But I cannot move my lips or my tongue or my jaw.
How is this happening?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's old age. I'm just getting stiff when I sleep. I cannot.
This just seems very unusual to me.
Could be this place. Or
I'm
maybe
sorry.
Bacalhau was right about Jana.
Well, I'll ask him about that, but I will check up on you or check in occasionally just to see if you're okay. If there's, I guess, can he blink or can he do anything at all?
No, can't move.
No? I'll occasionally just check, as long as your, what is that called that you summoned? That your spellcaster, that you
Oh, my echo.
your echo. as long as your echo's here, I will occasionally check in just to see if you need anything or if you're okay.
Thank you.
And in the meantime, I'll just try to see what this is.
Thank you, and I'm sorry that we have dragged you into all of this. I'm sure that this is not over.
Don't apologize. This could have happened to anybody, and I thank you for protecting me as much as I'm here to protect all of you. I don't know what's happening, but I promise I'll do what I can to see if you're okay and just to help in whatever way I can.
Thank you kindly.
Cyra, what's happened to him?
I'm not quite sure how, but for some reason Snow can't move. I mean, he can think and speak internally, I suppose, but he can't physically move. And so his echo, I guess, is carrying him, but I'm going to check in on him just to see if he's okay. And in the meantime, if any of you find out anything or are suspicious of anything, just let me know.
I'll point to Jana and go, Jana, what? Just to try to get him to give me some insight onto what's going on with Snow here.
She says, the Underdark, it causes, how you say, madness at times. The mind cannot deal with this pressure from being under here so long.
But is he going to be like this for as long as we're down here?
I do not know. And at that point, Snow, you actually start to get feeling back in your fingertips, and your limbs start to come back, your legs start to come back. And after about 2 minutes, you now have full function and can move. Okay. And as you see him, you all see him kind of straighten up and start to kind of shake off the effect.
I don my armor immediately.
Okay.
And
fair enough.
It was very strange. I had horrible dreams last night.
You did?
Wading through darkness, screams around me. Everywhere I ran, I was being chased by a horrible beast. But I could never get away. And then I woke up and I could not move. But I am grateful that it was only temporary. There is much to fear down here.
Have you ever had that dream before?
Have I?
No, you have not.
No, this is the first time. I can only imagine it has to do with what we have endured over the last 24 hours or so. And,
bad seafood.
Yes, it could have been the octopus as well.
Jana did say that this place leads itself to madness occasionally.
Let's keep moving then. We don't want to be down here any longer than we need to be.
Yes.
All right. As you begin to gather your things, the pale glow of the cavern, you leave that behind as you start to move down the opposite cavern. Can I get a... what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a marching order for when you're in a larger area, so single file, and then I'm going to get a marching order for when you're kind of spread out into a larger area.
So we didn't rest, or did... Or
you got a long rest, yep. Yeah, you did.
Full rest, okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure if it was a long or short.
Yeah. So if I can get a marching order for you all.
Jana's still guiding us, right?
Back.
Yes.
I would say that Yanil and Bacalhau would be kind of towards the back.
Yeah.
We don't have any dark vision, so...
Yep. So what are you?
We just kind of got to hold our buddy's hands and hope for the best.
Yeah. What's your solution for the darkness then? Are you lighting a torch, or are you moving in the darkness?
I don't even have any torches. I'm like the worst explorer ever.
Okay. Anybody?
I don't have any torches either. I've never needed them.
I've got torches.
Okay. So are you guys lighting a torch?
I'll light a torch.
Okay.
I have dark vision. Can I give somebody else my torch?
Yeah.
If they...
Sure. Okay,
Who
so
needs a torch?
behind Jana,
Can I borrow your torch?
Yes.
the Echo, I'm assuming. Snow right behind the Echo.
Thank you.
Who's behind Snow?
I'll go behind Snow.
I'll take them. Go ahead, Adam. Sorry.
I just said I'll go behind Snow.
Okay, Plunk.
I'll take the middle of the pack.
Okay, right behind you is Gaziel. And you can tell that, and I'm assuming you're right in front of Yanil and right behind Gaziel, Cyra, that's okay?
Yes.
Okay. And you all sense that Gaziel is troubled by the deep dark that exists in this place. You get the sense that the screams and the torture and the lack of light are all reasons why she's kind of keeping to herself and quite quiet. A lot more quiet and a lot less opinionated than she typically is. And she's almost stepped into the background within kind of your daily actions. You folks travel for a number of days. It's difficult down here to track time. The only way that you can really track time is by when you get tired and know it's time to rest. But you've lost track of when the day comes, when the evening might be. You travel for another 2 to 3 days.
Yeesh.
So now you're at 4 days. If you can take off, another 3 days. So if you can take off 3 more days of rations.
Yeah.
And as you dig deeper and delve deeper, the ecology of the place continues to evolve and change, almost like it's a completely different biological system. It's really tight tunnels that go from 10 feet to like 3 feet, where you have to kind of squeeze through to larger. It opens up into kind of spidered tunnels where Jana has to use her glowing globe to find her markings to be able to navigate the area. It's large caverns, it's underwater lakes. And for the most part, you travel fairly unencumbered with no set encounters that you are aware of. You hear skittering. Every once in a while, you hear those background screams and screeches. But it weighs on you and continues to. I would like Snow to roll me a 20, please.
What happens if I get less than 20? Ooh, it's 11.
An 11. Okay. And can you roll... And what I'm doing is I have charts just like Matt did on Critical Role while traversing the Underdark. Because you're leading the pack, I would get Jana to do it, but it's more fun to get somebody who's here to do it. And you're basically, because you're with Jana and your Echo trading off on being point, I'm allowing you to kind of traverse the area.
Can I ask a question? I ask a question?
Yeah.
So if the Echo is summoned and is blind, does that mean that there's literally the blind leading the blind? Leading the blind?
Once per season, we gotta make this joke.
once at least per season.
Done. Quota met.
We did it.
Okay.
All right.
We did.
Roll
I
another
have
d20,
a-
please, Snow.
I have a
Sure.
serious question when you're free DM.
Yes.
These rations you speak of, what happens if we were to have none left?
You don't have anything to eat.
And how long does it take to go through each torch?
Yeah. Torches last 1 hour.
So we're all out?
Yeah.
I'm all out.
I do have lantern oil for anybody who needs it.
Couldn't Jana use the dancing lights as we go here?
Yep. She absolutely can.
Yeah.
So you can you can save torches and do that. Is there anyone else that can cast light? Or anything
Guess
like
Adam
that?
could cast bonfire
Yeah, I know.
constantly.
Yeah, no. So yeah, Jana uses dancing
Put it
lights,
over
but
there.
dancing lights only have a 5-foot radius of light. So, I mean, and that just adds to the darkness and despair that exists down in these caverns. And you never had a conversation with Jana regarding how long this might take. Over the next couple days, you're like, okay, what's going on here? And she explains that they've charted a path, navigated a path from Darktoe to a tunnel that was created by a large worm that the dynasty uses to traverse underground to various parts of Wildemount.
Wow.
And basically she's bringing you back to that area so that you folks can travel to Broken Bank, because she has the ability from Broken Bank to teleport to the mainland.
Yeah.
Through a teleportation circle. But it's going to take several weeks to get there. Because you're basically literally traversing under the Lucidian Ocean from Darktoe all the way to Broken Bank.
Okay, so here's how we're going to treat the torches. I'm going to cast Prestidigitation on the end of a stick and basically light a torch.
Can you?
Whenever we need one.
Yeah, you can make a
You
campfire,
create an
but it
instantaneous,
probably
harmless sensory effect, such as a shower of sparks, a puff of wind, faint musical notes, or or you instantaneously light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think it would still consume the stick.
Yeah, the stick, like or at least I mean, I'm going to say that you managed to, between your torches and all that stuff, have some light throughout the duration, but it's limited.
Okay, I'm going to use Prestidigitation to fix the stick.
I'm going to say that through all of your means, you were able to have some essence of light from time to time.
That's how you use it.
When you stop for camp or to eat or meals or whatever you decide, and rest stops, when Bolt lights his bonfire, it gives you more light, and so on and so forth, right? So throughout that, but I'm going to say that throughout the journey, your torches are all used at some point or another.
During our sometime during our journey, can I use Mind Link to speak to Bacalhau?
Yes.
At some point, really quickly, and just say.
Yeah. Sorry. One sec. Before you do that, Snow, can you give me what you rolled on that 20?
Oh,
9.
Right.
Sorry.
9.
A 9. Okay. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm sorry to disrupt your thoughts right now, but I couldn't help but notice that. Oh, if you're looking, I see him like turning his head, and it's me, it's Cyra. Just don't look suspicious. Don't look around. But I could, yeah. So I couldn't help but notice that you're just very suspicious of Jana. And I wanted to know if there was any reason for that. Had you seen anything? Did you say anything?
Well, Jana is a traitor.
What?
She is a traitor. She isn't
How?
really one of us, and she did deliver us to the Plank King. Even if she did get us out of there, she betrayed us at first and then betrayed the Plank King. I don't think she has any true alliances with anybody.
But weren't we supposed to be meeting the Plant King? The Plank King?
That's okay. I called him the Plant King as well.
Yeah, I get really confused because that's what I heard you say a couple of times, and now I keep saying it.
I actually thought it was the Plankton King for a bit.
Oh, that makes no sense, but okay.
No. Yeah, she could be bringing us to our death now. We don't know.
She seems more so to be bringing us out of danger. Do you think?
I think we could starve to death down here. And we have no way out. No one would ever know. We have a treasure with us that anybody would want to get their hands on. And she is allied to nobody but herself. She could easily sell us at any point.
Okay, but if she's so aligned to herself, wouldn't she want to keep herself safe?
Yes, even if it cost us our lives.
I see. Well, I'm not so sold that she's betraying us, but
what has she done to earn your trust?
Well, nothing, but except for the fact that she has led us out as she said she would. Everything she said she would do, she's done.
Well, she hasn't let us out yet. We've just gotten deeper into the earth.
Well, yes, but sometimes these things take time.
Well, I guess time will tell, but I can't leave my guard down just because I don't know if I should distrust her or trust her.
I'm not saying
You have
we
to
should
earn
do
trust.
that. I understand that, and I'm not saying that we should think one way or the other. I just wanted to kind of ask you about it and see how you felt. But
Well, I only distrust her because she has proven herself to be a liar.
I'm not sure that I agree with that, but the best I can do is just be more aware. But I don't think it's right to judge so quickly.
But you've joined us a little more recently.
I know
You'll
that's
learn.
But okay. Not to say that I'm the most trusting person, but sometimes you just need to give people a chance.
If I brought you to somebody who wanted to kill you, but then lied to them and led you into the depths of the earth, would you trust me?
Now I see what you're saying.
In fairness for Jana, she's only almost gotten us killed twice since then.
That is true. I guess I would... No, you're right. But I still think that there hasn't been hard evidence, and so I just wanted to ask you further just to really get your opinion, but now that you've said that, I think I will take that into consideration.
I would just be cautious, and I'll watch your back if you're not going to.
Oh, no, I'm keeping an eye out for everyone as well, but now that you say that, and you present it logically, I can see where you would feel that way.
Well, it's good to have you as one of us, Cyra.
Thank you. It's been a long way to get here, but I appreciate all of you.
Yeah, I'm going to hang up now.
Okay.
All right. You start to move through a winding cavern, and you've noticed that the temperature has climbed over the last half hour or so. From time to time, you see steam kind of escaping through vents and cracks and crevices as you traverse this cavern. Suddenly, the ground begins to shake, and you hear crumbling from behind you, Bacalhau. I'd like everyone to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
That's an 11 from the back of the line.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Anybody
See
under
what
a
I did
10?
there?
Let's just say this. Anybody under a 10?
Natural one.
Okay.
Funk just learned to fly.
Anyone for crushed poultry?
How about some steamed crow?
Okay.
Is this tender enough?
As you hear this crumbling, Bacalhau, you hear it first. You're on this wide kind of winding tunnel, and just at the break before the tunnel winds again right, you see Plunk kind of look back, and behind you, as you look back, the ground begins to crack and crumble, and this red, luminescent lava liquid begins to swell out from the ground and pool up and down this corridor. You start to run forward, kind of pushing Ynil as you all begin to kind of charge forward and move at a quicker pace. Unfortunately, not realizing Plunk kind of get lost between your legs as you go. Plunk, because they're rushing forward, you're trying to get in front and can't. And you take 18 points of fire damage.
I would like to use my second chronal shift and pick up Plunk as we go by.
Reroll that saving throw, Plunk, please.
Okay.
Although that smelled good. I could almost smell
Natural one again!
that. Joel!
To be.
As
My best ability!
as the lava begins to come forward and engulfs Plunk up to his waist, you look back and hold your hand out, and much like Doctor Strange, you begin to turn back time as the lava recedes up the corridor. Plunk kind of turning back in time and gaining his foot, and you let go of time, hoping that he has a second chance. But no, tripping this time at your feet, your hand losing Plunk. The lava overtakes him, and he begins to scream as it begins to burn. You take those 18 points of damage. I don't think you're down, not with 18.
Nope.
Okay. But you are now covered in lava. The lava comes to kind of slow and begins to cool just past where Plunk is. So he's basically like waist deep in this lava currently, and it stopped basically like a couple feet in front of him. What do you all do?
Okay, I reach up my hand.
Yeah.
I push him under. No. No, I want to reach for his wing and try to
Kenku
pull
fried
him out.
chicken. Yeah, go ahead.
AFC.
Yeah, I want to try to pull him out.
Okay. Give me a strength athletics check. Plunk, give me a strength athletics check too.
I'm not going to use that die anymore.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Okay. Yeah, which check was it, Jay?
Athletics.
Athletics? Okay, so an 18.
Okay. Bacalhau, what'd you get?
I got a 5.
Okay. I'm going to say because you go to grab his wrist and you're having a hard time getting far enough, but Plunk, realizing the pain that you're in, realizing if you stay here, you're not going to last, you manage to grab Bacalhau's hand, and he manages to pull you free of the lava. Basically, the bottom half of you scorched and burnt and not doing very well at all. In fact, your pants are all burnt and charred, but you are not sustaining any more damage from the lava at this point.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
You don't need pants.
Stop looking at legs. It's just like feathers gone, and
For the
I
sake
feel
of
totally
narrative,
embarrassed.
could he have grabbed like my shackle? Like I totally missed his hand, but he grabbed the shackle on my hand,
Yeah, sure.
and then I pull him out.
Yeah, I like it.
And I'll pick him up like a stuffy. Like he's not that big, right? You're really small.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll pick him up like a stuffy, and I'll run towards Gaziel. Gaziel, you've got to help him. He's hurt.
Okay, she reaches out and she's going to heal you for 9 points of damage. Plunk.
Ooh, right. Okay.
And we've got to keep going, right? Like
Is this lava moving quickly?
No, it
Or is
stopped. So it was a swell.
pool.
It overflowed, came down the tunnel, and then stopped just past where Plunk was.
I'm still quite hurt, but
I'm
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself, Jay,
Okay.
if that's okay.
Yep.
I tried to save you,
yes, okay.
Plunk. Tried to get your hand.
All right.
Yeah.
Question.
Yep.
Jana, is this something that happens often? This type of kind of.
It has been known to, but it's the first time I've seen it.
Okay, well that's sort of refreshing then.
Another question for you, Jana. How are you doing around all this heat with your whole thing with your skin that happened after the battle?
I am managing, and you can see it hasn't changed. She's still the same. You're still having to douse her. Yanil creates water, which fills your water skins. So you have plenty of water, and you never go thirsty, but she's still just drenching this blanket and covering herself. The heat doesn't bother me as long as I am moist.
How long are we going to be in this heat?
I do not know. For a little while longer.
All right.
And as she says that, you gather your things and you start to come back up as the tunnel begins to incline upwards again. And this is the deepest area of our journey. You travel for another day. You all come have a long rest, so you can all benefit from a long rest. Those that have taken any damage or anything, or used any abilities. You lose another day of rations.
So it's a total of 5, right?
Yeah.
I haven't got any more.
Yeah. And finally, you don't have any food at this point, Bacalhau?
No, and there's a really crispy bird beside me.
I will share with you, friend.
Okay.
Let's
For the record, I'm fully healed.
What's
I
that?
don't have any food either. Did I?
I said, for the record, I'm fully healed.
Oh, good. Okay.
How much dried tentacles did we save, though?
I said enough for one ration each.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yes, I am out of food.
You're out of food as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Didn't you all have 10 days to start?
I had
We
11
used some
because I
up.
stole some from the boat.
Okay.
I only had a few.
Cyra, you would have had 10 to start, I think, with your kit, no?
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure how.
Yeah, you would have
much.
had 10 plus the octopus is 11. Take away 4,
Then okay.
6, 7.
Okay.
7 days left. Okay. All right. At this point, at the end of the next day, once you've camped, you start out again, and Jana says you're not far now from the tunnel. And before long, she brings you to this gaping maw of a tunnel. This tunnel goes 10. It's about 15 feet by 15 feet wide, and it's almost completely circular. Perfectly circular, and you see undulations kind of throughout the tunnel, like it's been burrowed through. You also see what appears to be at this point a trail of this dark, kind of brackish, dried material throughout the entirety of the tunnel, and it goes back as far as you all can see. And I'm going to say at this point, you light a torch or create a bonfire to kind of get the idea and the immensity of this. And this tunnel, you can see it starts here, and then it opens up into this cavern, and then there's another tunnel the same size further down to the left. Jana points down the tunnel that you're looking down, and you can hear as you talk the echo leading down this massive tunnel that has been created by this great worm that she had mentioned.
What kind of worm would create such a structure?
It is a purple worm, they are called. Large, very dangerous. But
Does it
when
still live here?
the thing about purple worms is they never backtrack, so you are safe within the tunnel.
Interesting.
Good.
You mentioned something about the material of this tunnel.
Yep.
The rocks. Can I take a closer look at it?
Yeah, give me a nature check.
Mm, 15.
Okay. With 15, you're familiar with kind of like sandworms and things from Marquette. And any creature that, and as you speak to Jana, and you got to get the idea that purple worms eat through rock as they burrow, and they excrete it. And so this material is their excretion of whatever they've eaten, and whatever they don't need, they excrete out the back.
Hey guys, I don't mean to put a damper on things, but I would just, not step too much in this basically everything you see around the sides here, because that's the worm's
It's what?
What
No.
is it?
Bio waste.
Wait.
Leftovers.
It is
Leftovers.
it is poop,
It's poop. It's poop.
but it is dry, and you can see that it's quite dry and kind of solidified, and almost looks like, because it is earth and rock that it excretes, along with whatever other whatever material it excretes with it, has dried up, and now it's basically just like mounds of almost dried mud that it looks like throughout the entirety of the tunnel.
And if you were listening to Plunk's brain, it would be saying something like, "Worm." Just
Nice.
Imagine the biggest feast you'd ever heard
A
of.
giant worm for the little Plunk.
Yeah. That's good. All right. At this point, you all start to head down this massive tunnel on your way to Broken Bank. That is where we're going to take a break for the evening. Take your bio breaks, cast. Those at home, consider going to critroll.com/foundation and making a donation to help out the variety of charities that they support. And if you like what you've seen here, definitely follow, subscribe, as it all helps to continue to make this happen. So thank you very much. We will be right back after break. And let's be back in about 10 minutes or so. See you guys in a bit.
Seagal
Hey,
impression.
we're back. All right.
Oh,
What is happening right now? Sorry, folks. It took a little longer. Had to set up some terrain.
We were just joking about how I wasn't going to do that.
Oh, that's awesome. That's hilarious. That's good. All right. Well, you have been traversing the Underdark. You are now in the Purple Worm tunnels leading under Broken Bank. Oh, for those at home, if you want to be entered into the giveaway for a digital version of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden for D&D Beyond, enter Frost Maiden into the chat. Only once, more than once, you'll be disqualified, and we'll draw at the end of the show. All right. As you traverse these tunnels, from time to time over the next 3 days, I am going to say that the spell that Yanil knows is create food and water. It actually does create food and 45 pounds of food, but then it does get bad after time. So you have to kind of, it lasts you for the 24 hours, but then the next day she needs to create more. So those of you that have run out of rations, don't worry about that. Those of you that have used them, don't use anymore. She will sustain you pretty much for the trip. You have to worry about
45 pounds is a lot of food.
Yeah, it feeds up to 50
So we
people.
need to eat.
Yeah.
We need to eat it every day, though, or it'll go bad.
Yeah, it'll go bad after. Yeah.
Like mana.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, it looks like you're moving backwards through a somewhere, Joel,
Yeah.
with your
Yeah,
TV.
I told him
behind
that
you.
before the stream, and he just didn't care.
So weird. God. Anyways, all right. As you move through the Purple Worm Tunnel, once in a while it intersects with some sort of feature of the Underdark, a cavern, some other tunnel that intersects. And in this instance, Jana kind of comes to a stop, and she tells everybody just to wait. And as you kind of come forward, Snow, you can tell that just before you, you can sense an expanse. You can hear the echo of footsteps. And you can hear... give me a perception check, actually. Please. Bolt as well as Plunk. Please.
12.
Okay.
Perception checks.
12 for me.
Easy.
Snow, with the 12, you do hear the distinct sound of what sounds like a creaking sound. Some sort of creaking sound. Plunk, what was that?
Okay, well, how much more substantial is a 13?
Not much more. It's quite dark, but in this cavern that it opens up, you can see that there is dim light, probably from this luminescent lichen and moss that you see from time to time in the Underdark. And it's interspersed. It isn't within the tunnel, but when it opens up into just certain features, sometimes the environment is lit by these natural features. And Jana tells everybody to stop, and she stops at the mouth of this cavern, of the tunnel, which seemingly ends. Bolt, what did you roll?
A 4.
Yeah. You see that there is a cavern that opens up, and there is a rope bridge that extends into the darkness past a massive crevice. And then darkness past that, you're not able to see much more past that. Jana stops, looks back, and says, and explains that there is a rope bridge that is crossing a 30-foot crevice, and the worm tunnel continues on the other side, and that we need to traverse it.
The rope bridge is what was creaking?
Yes, the rope bridge is what was creaking. She also says that we are not alone. There is bodies on the bridge crossing our way. But she's not sure what they are at this stage.
So when you say bodies, do you mean living bodies or like dead bodies?
Yes,
Like,
they are walking.
okay. And they're coming towards us, and we have to wait for them to cross before we can cross.
I assume yes, unless we take them out.
Do you think they've seen us?
It is unclear. They are still
How
walking, so
far
probably
away?
not.
How far away are they?
She says that they are about 30 to 40 feet away.
So what can I see?
Yeah.
With...
So as you kind of work your way up through, up beside Jana and Snow, you see that there are... Actually, give me a perception check, first of all.
Okay. Oh, not good. Let's see. 10.
Okay. With a 10, you see the rope bridge, the edge of it, and you see a silhouette, followed by another silhouette, but then it's darkness behind that. Basically halfway across the bridge. But this creature appears to be small in size.
Huh. Okay. Huh.
Perhaps we should find some place to hide.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they don't see us, perhaps, yeah, if we move off to the side and they don't, and they just pass through, maybe we could avoid conflict at this point.
Okay, can you guys give me stealth checks, please, for hide?
Yep. 19 from EJ.
Okay. Anybody under a 10?
4.
Okay. You are having a hard time hearing what Jana's saying. In fact, you missed the whole thing about creatures crossing the bridge, and not really able to kind of stop yourself. You say, "What?" Which kind of echoes through, and at that moment, Cyra, you see, and Snow, you hear the creature on the bridge stop, and the bridge continues to sway.
I think they've heard us now. They know we're here.
I'll say to Plunk with message, shh. I don't...
I don't... What do you mean? Shh. What do you say? Oh, those guys.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah. Okay.
Well, they stopped, but I don't know if they saw us, so just shh, keep low. Keep low.
All right, I was going to sing a song, but that's fine. I'll be quiet.
Not a good time.
No, you're right.
Jana looks back, she says, "They look like goblins. There appears to be 4 of them, and they have stopped on the bridge."
It doesn't mean they're bad.
They could be very friendly goblins.
They could be. As I've said before, even if they are evil, evil does not mean unreasonable. And just because there are goblins doesn't mean they are evil.
And you
In
can hear
Cyra's
them,
mind. In Cyra's mind.
Sorry, you can hear chatting occurring from the bridge.
I've always liked the word goblins. You know, it's like it's food. But, you know, goblin, oh, I'd be goblin this, I'd be goblin that. I could use a goblin right now.
Hey, but like, maybe they're reasonable, but we could possibly avoid confrontation. I just don't do anything alarming.
And you can see that they are hesitant, Cyra, to move. They've basically stopped, like deer in headlights on this bridge, and are still not, and you can see them kind of like attempting to kind of bend down and get close to the base of the bridge, not knowing yet if they've been seen.
I'd like to walk forward to the front of the group. I can't really see much.
Yep.
But I'd like to push myself ahead of everybody and tell Bolt, I want you to cast a bonfire behind me. And walk out with enough space that he can light a fire behind me.
Okay.
Well, what are you planning? Wait, where are you going?
Just come on, give me a fire.
All right.
Okay, so as you kind of walk out in front, you stand out in front of this tunnel, Can you give me a perception check real quick?
It's 15.
Okay. With a 15, you see that there is a... The lead goblin is really close to the ground, and you hear the distinct sound of clinking metal. And it is incredibly clear because you feel and you know that it's chains. And as you look forward, the goblin is kind of on the ground, and he has manacles and chain linked across for his hands, and you can see that his feet are also manacled as he crouches. And in that moment, bonfire erupts behind you. What do you do?
Okay, what do I see behind him?
Behind him?
Is it like a series of goblins all chained together?
You don't know. You see just silhouettes behind him. A number of silhouettes.
Well, I'm going to go ahead with my plan. And I'll hold out my quarterstaff with one hand and my arms outstretched. And I'll say, "You're crossing our bridge."
And when he says that to the lead goblin, in his head he hears, "Leave now."
Oh, God. All right, give me an intimidation check, Cyra.
Nat 20.
Nicely done. Wow. All right, so as soon as the lead one hears that, it turns to run and hits the one behind it. At that point, the one behind it begins to tumble over the side of the bridge and doesn't roll enough, and you hear, as it hits the bottom of the crevice, and you hear, and they start to kind of like almost like Three Stooges bump into each other and are trying to kind of run back the way they came across the bridge.
So, there is a bottom. We've learned that there is a bottom.
And within moments, they've scurried off down this tunnel on the opposite side.
I didn't really expect that. I thought they might just give us a couple of copper or something. Should we carry on?
Yes, let's carry on and hope they're not getting friends.
I'll put out my bonfire and I'll say, "What just happened?"
I won't tell everybody else. I'll just pat Bacalhau on the shoulder and be like, "Good job. That was awesome."
Yeah. Being very proud, I'll walk back to Yanil at the back of the line and see what I did.
You all kind of look over, and Jana's like, she says, "I am surrounded. Shall we move on?"
Yeah.
They
Emboldened
appear to be
by Bacalhau's forward actions, I pull out my lute, and it's in an act of inspiration, and I will inspire Bolt for his amazing bonfire work. I'll start singing. Purple worm, purple worm. Purple worm, purple worm. Oh yeah. Purple worm, purple worm.
And it reverberates through the cavern, just echoing.
Everyone just wants to eat a giant purple worm.
It's great. It's awesome.
Yeah.
That was wonderful.
All right. As you
1d6.
Sorry.
1d6.
I like it.
For Bolt.
All right. You approach the rope bridge, Jana's the first to approach. Who's the first to cross?
My echo.
I knew that was coming. Okay. Can your echo? Can you all? Well, as you're all going to cross, can your echo give me an I guess. Can you all give me athletics checks, please?
Yes. I guess. Again.
I'm so bad at athletics.
Oh.
Okay, it's 21 for my echo and 23 for me.
Okay, you get across, no problem with your echo. Jana also crosses, no problem.
15 for me, Jay.
Okay.
I have a feeling I'm going to go find those goblins.
15 for me.
Okay.
15 for me as well.
Okay.
Wow.
Gaziel
got
crosses,
10.
no problem. All the 15s, eh?
Yeah.
How much for you, Bacalhau?
I got a 10.
10 is enough. The rope bridge seems actually quite sturdy, as you all cross without any issue.
Here we're afraid of bridges.
On the other side of the cavern, on the other side of the bridge, doesn't appear to be any sign of the goblins. They were moving quite slowly as they were all seemingly chained and manacled. As you could hear, as they were running away, you could hear the movement of chains. And they are now gone, and no sign of them at all. Okay, Tim, we can kill that. Awesome. All right. You continue down the Purple Worm Tunnel. You continue to. Another day passes. Later on that day, as you're crossing the tunnel, you come across what appears to be the remnants of one of the goblins. And it appears like it's the top half of the goblin. The bottom half, nowhere to be found.
Ooh.
And you can see that the goblin has been dead some time. Its body is cold. And its hands, like I said, are manacled and chained, a long chain in between. And the chain kind of leads off. Like there's a chain here, and then there's a cross chain that's attached between the hands, and it leads off to two more manacles, one of which has an ankle and a foot still attached to it. But otherwise, no sign of the rest of this creature. And you can see that this goblin was dressed in like rags, dirty, not well kept. More so than goblins typically are.
Can I scan the area just to see if there was any sign of
Investigation
struggle?
check, please, or survival check, please. Are you looking for what may have caused this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Survival check.
7.
Yeah, with a 7, you're having a hard time kind of finding. There's a trail of blood that kind of leads, appearingly, up the side of the tunnel and then disappears, like a streak of blood along the bottom of the tunnel.
There's a little bit of blood tracks, but not too sure what might have happened here. Do you think?
Could I roll as well in response
Yep.
to that?
Absolutely.
Yes. Hold on. I can smell the blood. Let's see. Ooh, that's 23.
So you see that the blood kind of like smears off the wall, disappears a little bit, and then continues closer to the ceiling. Sorry, you don't see this. You can smell the blood trail, and you're able to kind of discern through, you start snapping, and you can hear that there's an echo that exists above at the basically on the roof of the tunnel and leads up, and there's a hole, maybe about like half a foot across, that leads up. as you snap. And as you snap again, there's another hole to the left that you can sense.
Yes. I smell the iron in the blood, and it's moving up to the ceiling. And I can hear in the echo, there's a hole above us, and there is one over there.
How
What do
big
you
is this
make of
chamber, Jay?
You're still in the tunnel. So you're a 15 by 50
okay.
foot circular tunnel, and there's 2 holes that Snow has just pointed out on either side. What do you guys do?
Can I just lean down to this half a goblin and a foot, and I'll just kind of whisper to him, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for you to die. I just didn't want to die myself. And
No
that's it. I'll
response.
just kind of yeah, thank you.
Roll.
No perception check?
No. No, you're pretty sure he didn't respond.
No, I'm just
Jana, are we going to have to worry about this at all? And I'm pointing to the dead goblin pieces.
There are many creatures that could have done this. But perhaps... seems like some sort of a burrowed creature. Would have burrowed its way in here.
Is there one of the tunnels where you don't smell the iron in their blood, Snow?
I just smell it going up into the ceiling. I believe whoever killed this creature brought parts of it up there into those holes, and I don't know. Do I smell any other blood from anything else?
No, you don't. And as you kind of you're snapping in, you're not really hearing any others. But as Jana kind of brings her dancing lights to bear, and she starts to kind of move them around the tunnel, you can see that there are at least a dozen different holes, and that you didn't notice it before, but moving forward through, you can see into the darkness that there are holes. And as she passes the dancing light just ahead of you, there is a creature, probably about 5 feet long, on the ground, almost snake-like, almost like a worm, but smaller, and it rears up like this as it kind of comes up on its tail, and its mouth, which is like almost like it tapers to a worm end, opens up in 4 different directions, with tentacles that begin to snap and writhe, and a beak that begins to snap at you. I'd like you all to roll initiative, please.
seen that creature on a show or something.
Remember this one?
Oh, man.
I'm going to turn it like this so that Tim can catch it on the... All right. I think I remember your order. Let me just fix all of you. I don't have enough tunnel here to have you all in. Bolt right behind Snow. Cyra, Gaziel, Plunk, Yanil. Okay. All right. Tim, you can bring up the cam there. All right, so you see this creature, this green creature with these tentacles that are flicking in and around this maw of a beak that is snapping. And it only stands about 5 feet to 5.5 feet tall when it's up on its hind, like basically up on its body. Snow?
I rolled an 8.
Plunk?
Yep, I rolled a 9.
Bolt?
18.
Bacalhau?
15.
Gaziel?
She's not here.
Jeez, I'm a putz. Jana is a...
He's taking attendance.
Cyra?
She doesn't have a note from her mom, though.
What's that?
10.
Present. 10. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Jana takes out her hand crossbow and lets a bolt rip. And it misses Jana. Come on, Jana. The second one hits.
She's a traitor.
6 points of damage. As this bolt digs deep into this creature and rips out kind of the other side, and it starts to screech and writhe. Bolt, you're up. Bacalhau, you're on deck.
Okay, I look at it and I say, "Oh, well, that's not very nice." And I'm gonna shoot my lightning launcher at it, and it's 19 to hit.
19 is a hit.
Okay, and it's 14 lightning damage.
Ooh.
Ouch.
As this creature is racked and begins to steam and sizzle. Bacalhau, you're up.
I'll quickly turn to Bolt and I'll say, are we doing lightning with this one?
So-
and I'll cast Witch Bolt.
So yeah, you're kind of yelling that ahead. Bolt is 5 people ahead of you.
Oh, oh man, yeah, I don't want to kill everybody with my lightning, I guess.
Yeah, no, because it's a line.
Actually, let me think about it. No, I don't want to kill
Yeah,
everybody.
Bolt. Sorry, does your lightning travel in a line, or is it launch lightning in a direction?
It's like a ranged spell attack. So
Okay,
yeah.
just making sure.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can't do much without just killing everybody.
Okay.
So
hitting
I'm
everyone.
going to was Bolt right in front of me?
Nope. Bolt is
I'll-
5 feet in front of you. Plunk is right in front of you.
Okay. I'll push forward a little bit, and I just want to tap Bolt on the shoulder and say, "Good shot." And I'm going to hold my action,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Witch Bolt when I have a clear shot to do so.
Okay, and which you have a clear shot. You're just shooting it through people at this point. Like you have a clear kind of direction. It's a mess of people in there.
Okay. I'll go for it then.
Okay. It's not. It's because Witch Bolt doesn't. It's a ranged attack, right? It's not.
Yeah,
It's not a
30 feet.
straight line of lightning, right?
No.
Yeah.
And I rolled an 11, so
11 is not a hit.
yeah.
Yeah, basically arcing off the tunnel, but doesn't do the damage.
Yeah.
This creature, not well at all, jumps out and into one of the holes at its feet and is gone. And behind Yanil, all of a sudden, you hear a louder screech. And
we have a
from behind
whack-a-mole
her,
situation here.
as you look back,
Yes.
Plunk and Cyra, Mommy shows up. And its tentacles open up, its beak gaping wide, goes to attack Yanil. That is not enough for that. Okay, so its tentacles reach out and try and slash Yanil. Yanil lifts her staff and blocks that attack as the tentacles kind of wrap around her staff and the beak just snapping in front of her. Cyra, you're up. Plunk, you're on deck.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt at it.
Okay. Turn around.
That is 18 foot.
It's just a kill house in here.
We're all gonna die.
What's that? Sorry?
It's 18 to hit and 9 points of fire damage.
9 points of fire damage. Nice. Leaving a massive scorch mark in its body. Plunk, you're up. Snow, you're on deck.
And I'm just like, I don't know, maybe we could eat this one too.
Plunk pulls out his dagger from his belt and goes, "Ah! Dinner." and then throws the dagger
Okay.
at the mom
Okay.
to try to hit it. Oh, natural 20.
Oh!
So that is 1d4. So that's 3. Plus I had a 3. Oh no, I had a 4, so that's 7. Plus psychic. I will use a psychic bardic inspiration to do psychic blades.
Okay.
So that's an extra 2d6.
Now, do you have to say that before you do it, or can you do it as? Can you add it to it when after the attack?
It says when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend 1 use of
Okay.
bardic inspiration
Okay.
to deal an extra 2d6. So that's 2. That's 5. So that's 7. So 14 points of damage altogether.
Ooh.
Wow.
14 points.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And this dagger, again, digging deep into its torso as it begins to kind of writhe. Okay. Snow, you're up.
Okay, so I bamf my echo over past everybody beside you, Neil.
Yep.
So that's a bonus action.
Okay.
Okay, so he's going to be beside the creature now.
Okay.
And if he's not close enough to hit it, then I'll
Behind
just
it.
move
Yeah,
him.
he'll have to be behind it.
Okay, is that within 15 feet of me though?
No.
No. Is there a room enough next to you, Neil, for me to bamf him there and then have him move to attack range?
It's really single file at this point, so it's going to be really difficult to get you and your echo
Oh, okay.
where.
It's just my echo, not
You could,
both of us.
So you could stand side by side, I guess, with people. So you could get through 5, 10. Do you want to get side by side to this thing?
I just want to manifest my echo in an open enough place to be able to attack the thing.
Okay.
And protect you, Neil.
Okay, so you can. You can put your echo beside her. I'll allow that.
Yeah.
And I'll allow you to kind of get beside Bolt to be within 15 feet.
Okay, and then I'm
It's
going
just
to
a
use him
mess in
to
here.
going to use him to attack.
Okay.
I realized my last time I forgot to roll 2 attacks, but I guess that's okay
Yep.
because we have had a long rest now. But that's a 10 and a dirty 20.
A dirty 20, yes.
All right, that's 7 points of damage from scimitar.
And you do notice those of you that are attacking with normal weapons, so Plunk and Snow, that your weapons aren't quite piercing this thing's tough exterior as much as you thought it might. Okay?
Cool.
Cool.
Did I notice the same thing about the psychic blades attack?
No, that's different because it's magical. It's considered magical, right? Or is it magical?
Oh, okay.
Is it?
I want to say yes.
It's psychic damage.
Yes,
so,
magical.
No, it's not magical, but it's psychic.
Oh,
so we'll allow it. Yeah.
Psychic, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cyra, did you go?
I did the first rounder, so
Yeah, you did, right?
yeah, first
Yeah.
round, yes.
Okay. Gaziel, she's ready in action because she's not able to do much. She's going to heal. No, she's not. She's ready in action. And you can see her hold out her hands and blue energy begins to coalesce around her hands as she waits. Jana also can't do much either at this point. As she kind of stands at the back, and she's trying to get a shot, but is having a hard time being able to. So she's going to also ready in action. Bolt, you're up. Bacalhau, you're on deck.
Okay. When I turn around, can I... Can my lightning launcher still reach it? Like, is there too many people right
No,
now?
it can reach it because it's quite a bit taller than everyone else. So there's a
Okay.
part of it that is unobscured if you shoot over everybody's head.
Okay, then I'm attacking with the lightning launcher, which is 19 to hit,
That's a hit.
plus. So 13 lightning damage.
Okay, and it takes the full brunt of that. Bacalhau, you're up.
Okay, I take my little stick that I use for Witch Bolt.
Yep.
And I'll shake it a little bit, and then I'll cast Witch Bolt again.
Okay.
And it's gonna be 23 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. Gonna roll for my damage. Oh, it's a remarkable 1 damage.
Nice. It is at this point, though, showing severe signs of damage. Bolt. You just look up in time to see the smaller Grick fall out of a hole above your head and attack. And it misses.
Yes, it does.
As it kind of comes out of a hole, its tentacles reach out to you, and you manage to kind of bat them out of the way. As it is kind of sticking half out of a hole, trying to get at you. The mama is going to attack. Let's give it a perception check first. It's going to attack. I guess it's going to attack your echo. That's a 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay, so it's gone. Echo's gone. Cyra, you're up.
I'm going to hit Mama Bear with a Witch Bolt.
Okay.
And that is a 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
Boom.
With, let's see now, 19.
What's that?
19 points of lightning damage.
Boom! All right, and this thing is starting to smoke and as it begins to writhe in pain. Plunk?
Okay, I'm going to do Dissonant Whispers, and I'm going to actually. I'm just gonna sing a little terrible lullaby into its mind.
Okay.
I don't want to kill your baby, but I might have to right now. If you don't just leave us, lady, your baby is going down.
All right.
I will.
All right, what's the DC?
Yes, sorry. Apologies. DC is
Doesn't
14.
matter. She rolled a natural 20. As its tentacles shake and vibrate, and she shakes it off and roars in your specific direction. Snow,
So
you're
what?
up. Gaziel, you're on deck. And Gaziel, I mean me.
Gaziel's not here.
Yeah, she's here. She's still here. I'm Gaziel.
Spirit.
She said she didn't break her hand, by the way.
Oh,
Yes, good news.
Good.
Yeah.
Snow. Oh, jeez.
It's
Snow.
her foot.
So sorry, Jay. It
Yeah.
only takes half as much damage if it succeeds.
Okay. So how much damage does it take?
So let me roll that. So 4, 6, and 12. So 6 points of damage it took.
Okay. Snow, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to do the thing I did last time again. So I'm gonna bamf a new echo
Okay.
over there by
Okay.
Mama.
Okay.
And oh man. Okay, so that's a 10 and a 19. Does the 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay. That's 8 points of slashing damage.
All right. And as your echo slashes up across, opening a massive wound in kind of the bottom side of this Grick, she starts to kind of slow down. You can see she's right on the edge of death.
And I'll shout to my echo, "Good boy!" And then he'll flip me the bird, but I can't see it.
Nice. Jana is going to shoot a bolt at the baby. And she's going to miss again. Jana, come on. Bolt, you're up. Bacalhau, you're on deck.
All right, lightning launcher again, and it's. I don't know if this is enough to hit, but I have bardic inspiration still.
Yep.
With bardic inspiration, do I know if it succeeds or fails, and then I get to choose to use it, or?
I don't know, actually. That's a good question. Joel?
Yes, 1d6 allows you to use it. Sorry. Bardic Inspiration. Let me read it up. You can use it as a bonus action. A creature, blah, 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 60 feet. You gain an inspiration die. For 10 minutes, the creature can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
You can add it to it, so that's after the fact, I think.
Yeah.
After I know if it succeeds, or?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, does a 13 hit?
No, does not.
Okay, but inspired by the song that he sang before we crossed the bridge, my resolve changes, and now does a 16 hit.
Are you attacking the mama or are you attacking the baby?
Oh yeah, there's a baby right there.
Don't think of it as a
he killed the baby.
Yeah, if it's a baby.
It's not a baby!
The baby's the one we attacked first.
Yeah. We've
Yeah,
already
yeah.
set our moral expectations.
6 seconds.
Okay, I'll still attack the mama.
Okay.
So 16 hits?
No. As it kind of deflects off the side of the tunnel. Bacalhau, you're up.
All right, I automatically hit with my witch bolt.
Okay. Why?
I do. What's that?
Oh, because it's connected
Why?
or still?
Yeah. Once I hit, it
Right.
just keeps on hitting.
Okay.
Yeah, 5.
5 points of damage.
damage.
All right.
Yes.
As this creature kind of racks and shakes and shrivels and dies
Ha! I did it again.
on the tunnel floor.
Good job, buddy.
At this point, the child screams as it sees its mother die, and it tries to retreat. Bolt, you can have an attack of opportunity there if you want.
Okay.
Hit the baby while it runs away from its dead mother. Come on, Bolt.
I'm just gonna punch it as an unarmed strike.
Okay.
Does a 10 hit?
No, it doesn't. As you miss, as it sucks back up into the hole and is gone. And you are now all standing in the tunnel.
Well, I suppose I should be the one to ask it. Do we eat this one too?
Jana says, I would not suggest it.
Okay, good, because
They are not tasty.
It
never
doesn't
mind.
smell very good, does it?
What do you all do?
We
I-
can
I-
all rest assured knowing that we've made these tunnels safer for the goblins now.
Oh,
The goblins are dead.
well, minus the one that
Very much so.
we scared over the side. But
I think
Yeah.
and then one was eaten.
Right, but there's like at least 2 more, right? I don't know. How many were there?
oh, well, there's a foot over
Yeah, you can ask the
there
foot.
and a half goblin over there. One at the bottom of the bridge. So maybe one more.
Don't
I
forget the
just-
trail of blood that you smelled up the tunnel.
I figured that was all
blood,
part of the
yes.
half goblin. So the top half of the goblin,
Well, there
the
was
goblin's
half
ankle,
goblin
and then
or half goblin.
a half gobbled half goblin.
That's a quarter goblin.
Now that said, we are making jokes about the dead, and but a good question. Shall we continue?
Yes.
I will
please.
nudge Yanil to just say, I got another one.
That was very good.
Yes, thank you. I'm pretty brave.
You're quite electrifying.
Indeed. And I'm my best wingman attempt. You know, the things I have known this one to do are truly incredible. You two should sit down sometime, just the two of you, and have a chat. You know? Share a meal. Talk things over. What do you think?
Yes, you could cook it for us.
I'll sing song.
Sure, yes. I mean, I wasn't volunteering myself to cook, but absolutely. Yes, for you, my friend, of course.
See, I have very good friends.
That's good. All right.
Got this, buddy.
All right. You all gather yourselves again through this long trek. At this point, you travel another, you imagine, 8 to 10, almost a week, I'd say a week and a half or so that you imagine. And at this point, the darkness is starting to really close in. I would like you all, again, to make charisma saving throws, please.
Natural one.
Okay.
You too?
Oh no.
I got a dirty one because I've got a -1 in my charisma, and I rolled a 2, so I got a dirty one.
I wish to invoke the chronal shift, sir.
Okay, I will allow it. Anybody? What did everybody else roll?
I got a 21.
Nice. Plunk.
16 over here.
Okay. Bolt.
I got a natural one.
Oh, 2 natural ones and a dirty one?
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
dear.
But you're invoking Chronal Shift. I'm gonna invoke Gaziel's God to step in for us.
Fortunately, it doesn't work that way. All right.
They just don't share.
Interesting. Okay. All right. One moment, please. Stand by.
I can use chronal shift for another creature too. Just don't know if I should. I mean, snows wore off like within minutes last time.
Yeah, but you would have had to know what we're all going through.
Yeah, and if it's happening all at once, you used it on yourself already. I think it's just yeah.
Thanks, side DMs.
You're welcome. That backseat gaming, it's what we do.
Okay.
The assistant DMs here.
Well, I would have said. Well, can you do it? You can't do it multiple times in the same time. Like you only have one reaction.
What do you mean the same time? Time's relative,
round.
friend.
No, but you can only get one reaction per turn. So
as a reaction. Oh yeah.
So you can't. You can
Chronal
only use
shift
one
joke.
reaction.
So good.
It's a nice
I'm
try,
gonna
though.
chronal shift my way back to the start of this cave.
Okay, so give me a reroll on that charisma save for your chronal shift.
All right. I still have to re-roll it.
Yeah.
16.
Okay. All right. So I still need you to roll on a D100 for all 3 of you, please.
Oh yeah. 95.
98.
Oh man, you guys.
110.
That's not possible.
So
It
you
is. I got 0 on one, and I got 0 on the other.
That's 100.
That's
100.
just 100.
Well,
That's just
what's 0, 0, and 1? That'd be 101.
One.
0, 0, and 0.
Wait, wouldn't a 90 on one and a 0 on the other be 100?
Yeah.
That would be
No.
90.
That'd be
So
90
a
plus
0,
10.
0, and a
That'd be
0 is
That's 90,
10.
10.
0,
No.
0, and a 0, 1.
Well, I got a...
I think you got a 10.
Anyways.
That's just math.
All right. So
The chaos.
Bolt and Snow. You guys rolled 95 and 98?
Yeah,
Bolt, who rolled the 98, sorry?
I did.
Okay. You fall unconscious.
oh crap.
You kind of wake up the next morning and you start to feel lightheaded and you fall unconscious. And you will be unconscious for
The duration of this season.
No! 30 hours.
Ooh.
So for the next 30 hours or so, you're going to have to be carried, basically.
A good sleep.
Zero must be zero.
Snow, you wake up and again, you keep being racked by these dreams and you've lost your ability to speak. You've gotten to the point where your brain is just spinning to the point where you can't bring to words what you're thinking any longer. And you mutter to yourself, but anytime you're spoken to, you have a hard time actually vocalizing that.
But can he think straight?
Yes, but he can't speak.
Haha.
Finally, someone else will know what it's like.
Dave, you same thing. You wake up and you begin to fall unconscious, and you're able to turn back time enough to be able to gather yourself to come back. And now you're all starting to feel this, and you're starting to realize that your prolonged exposure to the Underdark causes certain types of madness to take over. And it's just lack of sun, lack of direction, and endless dark that causes these sorts of things. How many days did I say you guys traversed? 10? So that's 6. Yeah. So now you're at the 16-day mark. All right.
Who's gonna carry me?
I want to ask Jana. Yeah, Jana, when are we getting out of here?
We are very
This is
close.
taking. Yeah.
Mere hours.
I thought we were hours away when we got off the boat.
I never said that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. oh, my headphones just died.
Awesome. Who is going to carry?
Well,
Bolt?
Carry on.
Okay. Snow, you're
I'll
carrying
carry
Bolt?
Bolt.
Okay. All right. So how are you going to carry him?
Like Scarlett O'Hara.
Like just in your arms like this?
A fireman.
Well, I guess I could
Bodyguard style?
just piggyback carry him. He's a dragonborn, so he's going to be pretty heavy, right?
Yeah. Do you know what your weight is, Bolt?
I weigh
That's a rude
215
question.
pounds.
How much?
215, and I am carrying 48.5 pounds on me.
All right. Okay. I can carry 255 pounds, so somebody's gonna have to carry your backpack.
I'll do that.
And
I'll carry his backpack.
yes. And I'm already carrying 171 pounds. So mathematically, I can't carry you, but I can drag you. So, by your metal tail, I can drag you.
By my metal tail.
By my metal tail. Yeah, I
can carry.
I can drag 510 pounds. The Echo can carry, and yeah, he wouldn't have any items on him, so I'll have the Echo carry Bolt.
Okay. So the Echo puts him over his shoulder like this and carries Bolt.
Yes. Although the Scarlett O'Hara one might be more romantic in the moment and
Okay.
Like
funnier
a sack
to
of
see.
potatoes.
Frankly, Bolt, I don't give a damn.
That's good. All right. So you're carrying, and Snow, obviously you're having, I didn't roll on to tell you how long. Bolt, that's not good.
How long I'm out? You
Snow.
said 30 hours.
Snow, so you're looking at 3 days, Snow, that you won't be able to speak.
That's
Wow.
I've been talking too much already,
Okay.
so
So this is the onset of day 16. Jana says that by the end of today, you will reach Broken Bank.
So wait a second. So we're gonna get to Broken Bank, and there will be 2 days left. Where? Well, no, Bolt is only 30 hours,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But Snow is another 2 days without speaking.
Yeah.
But I could
the only
try and ask him.
Yeah.
I could check in.
Good point. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. You travel for another, you imagine, 8 hours. By this point, you're done with this place. You can't wait. Though traveling at normal pace, trying to pace yourselves, you finally enter what appears to be a cavern, and you can see dim light at the end of this tunnel as it begins to open up into a larger cavern. Moving in your current marching order and the order that you've been moving in up to this point, you reach the mouth of this cavern, and Snow, you can feel warmth as you step into this cavern. Jana walks straight in. Bolt, right behind, you can see that there is a shaft of sunlight. And for the first time in 16 days, you see that there is sunlight coming down from a hole some 100 feet above where you are. And as you all enter this cavern, you see that this cavern's quite large. It's about 70 feet by 70 feet round, and almost looks like the inside of a hollowed volcano, where there is greenery and moss growing on the inside walls from the sun that is basically raining down on it and causing all of this moss to grow. And you can see that the greenery is growing out of the mouth of this top of this volcano. You can also see that there's a staircase that starts on one side and kind of spiders its way and goes switchback basically all the way up the wall to the mouth of this volcano. Out in the center of this big space, the shaft of light illuminates what appears to be some sort of etching in the ground, appearing to be some sort of magical arcane circle with symbols around it. Jana says, "Finally, we are here. Please, step into the circle." As she steps it forward and steps inside the middle of the circle. And turns back and looks at you all. What do you do?
I kind of look at Bacalhau and shrug and just slowly head over as well.
Where are we going,
yeah.
Jana?
We are going to Nicodronis, yes?
Huh?
We decided earlier we were going to Nicodronis, where the border is.
Right.
Yes, so this is
Okay.
this is a magic portal.
This is a teleportation circle.
Don't want to use the stairs.
It will take you to Nicodronis. These stairs will only take you to Broken Bank. Then you have to get a ship. This will take you straight to Nicodronis.
We're just like a quick team meeting, maybe. And I'll call Plunk and Bolt, and Bolt is out.
Yeah.
Snow is out. It's basically
I'm not out. It just don't make sense.
me and Plunk and two veggies. Okay.
Do you not trust me?
Not particularly. No.
I have brought you this far.
Yes. And what will we do when we get there?
We will head to the border.
Okay. Just, do I trust her? This is a good point.
Insight check.
22. This is where you're like, she's a total liar. 22, Jay.
Okay. With a 22, yeah, you don't buy it.
I told you!
Is he doing a victory circle
I
right
don't know
now?
what he was doing.
Oh, man.
Mind link. Bacalhau, what's the matter?
She's a liar. That's what's the matter. I knew it. What's Snow's condition right now?
Mute. Well, not
I'll
mute,
ask
but
Snow, though.
my words don't make sense because I can't form them
over the
properly,
last
right?
number of days, you've come to realize that Snow just can't put words together. He's lost his ability to speak.
Blue the dark and the bleed the gerber.
No.
Cyra, you must.
With message, I'll ask Snow, what do you think?
Well, Bacalhau has been thinking that Jana has been off her rocker for days, but weeks now. I don't know. It's kind of par for the course.
Cyra, ask Jana yourself and see if you can hear the truth from her.
I don't think it works that way, but I'll ask Jana with Mind Link as well. Jana, is this the safest way?
I have brought you safely this far. Why would I lead you wrong now?
I mean,
Insight check.
Yeah. Rolled high, but let me see what I add to that. 21.
You absolutely believe her. You get the sense that she's telling the truth.
Bacalhau, I don't see a reason why we should distrust her.
I'm gonna walk over to Yanil, and I will say to her, I don't trust Jana, but if you would like to go with her, I will go too, and make sure you're safe.
All of a sudden, from behind Jana, you see a body, a silhouette coalesce. You've seen this before. Snow does it every time he manifests his echo. As a shadowy arm comes across Yanil's throat and holds a dagger to her throat. At that moment, from around the cavern, out of the darkness, step a multitude of drow warriors. And this is where we're going to end the session for the evening.
What?
What?
How
much longer?
Thank
am I
you,
unconscious
everyone, for watching. It has been a blast.
Raiders!
Yeah. Well, you just never know, do you? With
Bacalhau, you
Wildemount.
knew it.
I thought you were being paranoid.
I told you so.
The winner tonight of the Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden digital
You say
copy
Dave
for
Morin, I'm walking.
D&D Beyond is Redthorn. Redthorn, you have won. Congratulations.
Yay.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a lot of Underdark traversing. We are now not under the dark completely. But Bolt is unconscious and Snow is... how many hours did we say for you, Bolt? 30?
30.
Okay.
I don't know
so
how many it's been.
you're 8 hours, or 6 hours into that 30.
Okay.
And Snow, you were 6 hours into that 80.
3 day.
It's 3 days, but it's actually 80. 80 hours.
Cool. Okay.
Blind and mute.
It's great.
Welcome.
It's awesome. Thank you, everyone,
To
for
the
watching.
stream.
Hope you would enjoy tonight. If you liked what you saw, consider following, and you will be entered into the draw for a Beetle and Grimm Silver Edition Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmated box. Once we get to 7,500 followers, let's get there. Tell your friends, spread the word, share, all of that kind of stuff, and we will draw that as soon as we reach that goal. Tomorrow night, behind the screen with myself, you'll be able to ask your questions. Hopefully that WizKid stuff arrives tomorrow and I can unbox it. And then, of course, Thursday night, as mentioned before, we have Player's Table with Joel Auge, where he's going to do lots of fun things like sing and go through clips and give everyone free stuff for Mithril or something. I don't know. He told me he was going to give everyone a giveaway. That was something that he said he was going to do earlier. All right. You guys, we'll see you next week. Bye.